If you are an employee working in a company, and then you've noticed that, well, this company, they are not really doing so well. They are good, but they are not actually tolling the line of, good to great. I want to know, what strategies can you possibly use to, maybe bring in some of these ideas into the company so that at least the company will move from that part of being good to great. Mostly if you also realize that there is so a lot of factors, a lot of limiting factors, human factors, system factors, so many complications in the system that usually stifle or truncate ideas that won't even make things work. Because the experience in this company is that whenever people come up with ideas, because it's kind of a sole proprietorship, somehow difficult to get it through. The environment does not really allow for change to actually take place easily. What are the things that you can possibly do?
Okay, thank you very much, Adebowale. I think that's the name. Yeah, Adebowale. One of the things I've learned, that has worked for me, is recognizing the power that I have as a human being. Now, every human being is powerful, and this is a God-given power. And every human being has two circles around them. There's a circle that is a smaller circle. It's called the circle of influence. And there's a bigger circle around that circle called the circle of concern. So per time, there are the things that I can influence, and there are things that I can just be concerned about. Now, reality is, by operating my proactive capacities to make choices, by deciding on the things that I have control of, by taking active steps, and by owning responsibility for the things over which I have influence, I will find that my circle of influence will begin to grow and my circle of concern will begin to shrink. Now, somebody says, I know of no more unquestionable fact than the ability of a man to elevate his life by conscious endeavor. I think that was David Thoreau. That every human being, by consciousness and by deciding and by being conscious, can change their lives. So if I was you, what I would do is this. I realize that if it is to be, it is up to me. It's 10 words, 2 letters each, the most powerful phrase in the world. If change is to be anywhere I find myself, it is not up to the MD. It is not up to the chairman. It's up to me. The person who is most conscious and aware in that place begins to make a process towards change, begins to take action towards change, and it will ultimately become like a stone you throw into water. It will have ripples that will get to the end of the swimming pool. So what do I do? What I will do is, if I'm reading this book and I'm enjoying it, I have 2 options. I can make this book into something that I and a few other staff will read as well. So I can start up a reading culture in the organization where I ask them to read. 2, I can institute an opportunity to say, once in a week, we have a meeting together where somebody presents something new that they're learning. And I will use that opportunity to present something new that I'm learning from the book. I can develop into PowerPoint slides and share and say, our company is good, but if we want to be great, these are the things we need to begin to look at. People get promoted when they become overqualified for their current positions. It doesn't matter how bad the company you found yourself in is. You can become a leader in that place if a leader is who you are. So what I do, anywhere I find myself, I ask myself, I will take ownership for this company like it's mine. I will not wait until I leave here, because I will not get my own except I have demonstrated faithfulness in another man's own. So I will leverage on the opportunity that I have in that place to say, how can I enlighten them? How can I share the slides? How can I give the book out, get a few people to read, and we can do regular reviews? I want to, from the corner of where I stand, begin to make change happen. Today, we talk about the emancipation of the black man in America, the fact that they have rights. Obama became president. Who started that journey? Was a woman, Rosa Parks. And I will give the credit to Rosa Parks. Martin Luther King had his efforts. All the other guys, Junior had their efforts. All the other guys had their efforts. Rosa Parks was the one who ignited the fire, not because of her oratory skills, not because she was a local government chairman, not because she was governor, but because she was a black woman who refused to stand up for a white man in the bus, created enough resistance to spark the fire of people saying, we don't agree anymore as well. And those fires conflagrated into speeches, into events, into drives, into pushes, until one day a black man became president in America. And the dream of Martin Luther King Jr., I have a dream that one day this nation will live, became realized because one person within that small circle of influence decided to exert their own authority, and that circle began to grow. If you look at Mother Teresa is not influential extraordinarily because she had access to a local government, but by showing care for a few lepers within a circle of influence, that began to spread and spread and spread. So that's the way you want to do it. You want to start from where you are and take it forward from there.